gonna try to balance this. Penny. Nope, that didn't even work. I apologize.
Let's try it again.
Welcome back. What episode would this be? 6. 7. So bad with numbers. And that's why I didn't do well in math class. Math is difficult. Math is a very difficult thing.
So is balancing that. We saw Spider-Man 2.
Amazing. Spider-Man 2. It's amazing.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Not Spider-Man 2. Good movie, but not that one.
Yes.
Let's start off. What's the movie about? It's about Peter Parker, and what's he up to? He's graduating high school. He's still being Spider-Man, fighting crime, but he's also seeing Gwen Stacy, his girlfriend, but her dad, who's not dead, doesn't want him to see her. So
if you saw the first one, you'd know that.
It takes everything that first film did and it just grows. It makes the universe bigger. It brings in a bunch of characters.
Lots.
And if you can't handle a couple guys that are bad, don't see this movie because there's a couple bad guys.
Yeah, people were super pissed off that he had 3 villains in this.
You know what else is weird though? In Spider-Man, the video games that are based off of the original trilogy, they make you get web fluid in that game.
Yeah, you have to actively search for that stuff and pick it up. Or drop.
So what's up?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No.
If it's based off the game, why are they changing something for the better?
Yeah, right. Make it more
based off the movie. Why are they? Yeah, why are they? It doesn't make sense to me. But
it was a weird time.
Jamie Foxx plays the villain, Electro, Max Dillon.
Max Dillon. Outcast. Has a hard time talking to people and really expressing himself. He's for Oscorp. He's an electrical engineer for Oscorp. And let's just say things go south.
He is a lot like Peter in a way when you really look at the character.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy, and he doesn't have that many friends. That's how Peter was before he got his powers.
Yeah, exactly.
He was kind of bullied and made fun of and stuff, and but there is something too though about Peter. Is in the comics. There was always a charm to Peter, and I never thought Tobey Maguire had that charm of that's like a good hero, you know. And with Andrew Garfield, you get that wow, he's a really smart guy. He's kind of a loner in some ways until he meets Gwen.
Yeah.
But then you also get that charm, and when he cries, it doesn't look like this.
Forced.
Brian, get us a picture of the Tobey crying face. Do that. And then you do that, Jackson, because he's got that right there.
Oh my God, the scene. Dane DeHaan, he plays
Harry
Osborn, heir to the Oscorp throne. And, he's like, his dad dies or whatever. And, daddy issues. And, classic Dane DeHaan character. But Dane DeHaan does that so well. And it's just so exciting. His character is so interesting and
so much more you actually want to know more about her.
Yeah.
And it was like when Harry comes back in the story from where he was, which was school.
Yeah.
He sees Peter. Peter comes to him to welcome him back to town, see how he's doing and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you really at first Harry seems very bitter and
distant.
Yeah, but then you see he still has that they were best friends.
Yeah, because
you see that.
Yeah, it really felt like a friendship, not just like a movie friendship. They had their little back and forths.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker is a very sassy young New Yorker.
Yeah, he's got a mouth. And, especially as Spider-Man.
Whatever comes to his mind.
Spider-Man.
Especially as Spider-Man, because he can really hide behind the mask as being a superhero and saying whatever he wants.
Yeah. So.
And it really it felt like a real friendship, So that was a really fresh take, because the first 3, they didn't do that well. And Harry didn't even seem like his friend.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a distant, cocky jerk almost.
And and then there's the thing, the action, special effects, those are really top-notch, really cool stuff. I thought. I mean, it's really fun and like thrilling to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's gonna happen next? It's action,
Super exciting.
just off the wall stuff you've never seen done. Really, like the
Yeah.
choreography and stuff is really cool, and
It's exciting.
and
the
it is
shots and all that.
and it is
Peter swinging.
often. It's often too. It's not like, it's not, so like there's no action at all. And there's a lot of action. It's there.
Yeah, it's pretty much there
Story
throughout.
It's there. It's pretty there.
Yeah, it's
all the
evenly
time.
mixed in with a story.
Yep.
Broken up. It goes story, action, yada 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 yada. It's exciting.
And
It's really
the thing I
exciting.
would say that I thought could be better about this movie, I thought the writing was good. Like, I did like the writing. I thought the story was cool. I thought the characters were great, and especially the acting was what made the characters. But the pacing, I thought, was a little rushed at some points, especially near the end. It really, like, they felt the need to really cram I guess it is cram, a bunch of information at the end so that we can have something to go
build
on to,
'Cause the main portion of the movie is really just based on that point in time. It's not really setting things up for the future. It's not really even worrying about setting things up for the future.
Until the end.
Yeah, until like the last.
And they
30,
really
40
like
minutes.
throw it all in like 20, 30 minutes of it
Yeah.
right there. And
Yeah.
and I do think there's probably a director's cut that is
Definitely,
out there or that
definitely.
should come out
you-
because
you could tell there was some spaces. Where
yeah, and there
something
is
must have
even
happened.
there is also footage in the commercials that's not in the movie.
Yeah.
So that
leads to
right
something.
there
Yeah.
leads you to think that there could be extra scenes that were taken out.
Yeah, and it felt like it was edited. There were parts where it was like
Cutaways, or,
Yeah,
or the way that it cut.
cutaways, the way they cut, and then the way they pick back up after the cut. It just sometimes it felt a little artificial,
Yeah.
but overall I liked it a lot. It was
Hans
very-
Zimmer delivers another original score that is very
Yeah.
original.
And
it was
very-
different,
Yeah, but it really added that extra emotion to the story. It was good all around. I mean, there were.
It was a good summer movie.
Yes.
It's
best way to
fun.
kick it off.
Yeah, this.
Best way.
Yeah, this is the best way to kick off your summer.
Yeah, go see
if
a
you
nice
want to go
movie.
have fun, good comedy, good drama, great action. That's right there. That's summer movie.
Funny
for me.
at parts.
Yeah, very funny.
It was
They
surprising.
got Spider-Man
Good-
and that
good funny.
wit down. He is very.
He's witty.
witty.
Sarcastic.
They
He was
do-
good.
they did a
Andrew
great
Garfield
job.
was good at that, and the writing was good for that, compared to the other three.
What would you give this movie? You want to flip for the?
Flip for it? Yeah, sure.
What do you got? You got anything to flip?
Hey,
Got a penny.
I don't know if you can see the year. 1968.
Should use this one every time. 1968.
Okay. Yeah. It'll be our lucky Flick Fanatics penny. Penny. All right, you call it in the air.
Alrighty.
Maybe we can hear the
Heads.
heads.
On a scale of do you know how many volts like a car battery is?
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see.
Siri, how many volts are in a car battery? Checking my sources.
My sources.
Hey,
Here's what I found on the web.
12 volts. New York doesn't run off of a car battery. It runs off of
But let's say it was a car battery. 12
Okay.
volts.
12.
So that's the biggest that this movie could get. 12 or 1 in between there.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to say 9 volt because that sounds like one of those little shitty 9 volt batteries.
Yeah.
I want to say
worst.
I'm gonna say 10 because 10 out of 12 is a good score. It's a good movie. It's fun. One of my favorite Marvel movies in terms of like characters and action. It's just awesome, full of it, And I really like that.
Yeah, I can.
10 out of 12 for me.
10 out of 12. The best Marvel movie, even though it's done by Sony and not like the Marvel Studios. Best Marvel character movie.
Complete.
As compared to the others. Cap 2 I liked Cap 1, but really everything else I wasn't a big fan of. I really don't like Iron Man as a character, and I really don't like the Avengers. Hulk is awesome though. Another
Hulk
episode
is
for
really
that.
awesome.
But it was the best out of those, by far. It was exciting. The action was so intense, and it was good that they didn't just rely on one villain.
Yeah.
They brought in other stuff, because once Spider-Man or anybody learns the other person's weakness, they can exploit that and then win. Once they know how to beat the person, they will beat the person. When they have multiple villains,
stuff happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get kind of thrown about the place because of
yeah.
like all the action going on, and you're like,
there's a lot of stuff happening.
Cool movie.
Yeah, a 9, 8. Yeah, let's just say a 9, because it is really good. It is a fun movie, exciting. Just go see it. I mean, do yourself a favor. It is.
If you don't like it, you don't like it, but at least you gave it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot at least. I know a lot of people
Because hear me out. I've been very, very hateful and disrespectful towards Michael Bay and the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
And you're probably, hey, you're a hypocrite. You're not going to go see that movie. Maybe I will. Maybe I will review that movie and keep an open mind and go see it.
Yeah.
I know I haven't liked the past 3, but maybe I'll consider it, seeing the new one. I'll consider it because I do enjoy the action in the Transformers movies.
The only redeeming quality is the action.
And CGI.
And the CGI is just so intense because it's so detailed. There's all the little bits and pieces of the car or whatever, the truck, the airplane, the motorcycle, whatever it is.
Yeah, but it's probably
Other
a
than
slim
that.
chance I'll see it then.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Well, thank you. The
Go
next
see it,
movie
yeah.
we're going to go put up on a review is Godzilla.
Get the scream, Brian.
Godzilla.
That's right. God, I'm so excited.